team like Kyrie and KD, or the Lake Show with King James and AD. Wish I could match him up with the bad boys from the 80s, but no black and white, I need that in HD. HenDawgz.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy HenDawgz, and we back to it. You know how we do it. I have a special guest on the YouTube channel today. We got Baby D on the channel, man. Let's give him a round of applause, man. We got DJ. Can we call you Baby D or DJ on the channel?
I don't care.
You don't care? All right. Well, he said I can call him Baby D, so if I can call him that, then I guess y'all can call him that too. But we're about to get into a Larry Bird video. Shout out to the Bird gang. What do you know about Larry Bird?
He's a three-point god.
Three-point god? Okay. That's funny because before I watched any Larry Bird videos, I thought he was just a three-point god too. But this is probably gonna be like my 40th, 50th video. And he got way more than just shooting. He's way more than that. But let's give a little backstory on DJ though. DJ is one of the best 4th grade basketball players in Ohio. He's doing his thing. He's doing his thing right now. He came out and visited me. Got on a plane by himself. You know, at 10 years old, got on a plane by himself to come to California to visit his goddad. So this is an exciting time, man. I'm like, it's only right that we react to some videos, man, just so you can learn a little bit more about the history. Cause you actually be watching your history. I seen you be watching your old school highlights. So we're gonna just get into a little bit more and we're gonna teach you a little bit more. He said the 3 people he wanted to react to was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Ben Wallace, and who else?
Kay Cunningham.
And Kay Cunningham. So them the 3 videos we're gonna get to. But I'm like, you can't come here and not react to a Larry Bird video. It's only right. But before we get into this video, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all like this video. If y'all like this video, and go ahead and write something in the comments. Give me some other videos to react to. But let's get into this video, man. We're about to get into NBA legends explain why Larry Bird was better than everybody. Let's get it.
This is Sean Kemp.
This is Gary Payton.
Hey, this is Bobby.
Let's go here.
Hey, what's up? This is Matt Barnes. If you're an old school NBA fan like I am, make sure you check out the Basketball Time Machine with my man Sean David.
Basketball Time Machine.
Hey guys, what's good? Welcome back to the Basketball Time Machine. My name is Sean David. Thanks for tuning in. In today's episode, I want to take a look at more NBA legends giving their opinion why Larry Bird, Larry Legend, was so damn dangerous. But before we dive into today's episode, let's take a quick look at the sponsor of today's video. Today's video is brought to you by Skillshare.
Making some good videos. It's like my 3rd or 4th one I reacted to.
Alright, how do we start? I would say let's take a look at what some of the greatest legends of all time have to say about Larry Legend.
I don't know if I could ever tell you a memory. I'll just tell you that Larry was a phenomenal basketball player. The guy had unbelievable physical and mental toughness, which set him apart. I mean, that guy just would play through pain.
And here comes Larry Bird, making his return from an apparent fracture of the right cheek.
Nothing bothered him. Unbelievable competitor, great hands, great vision, great feel for the game, and just, could go out every single night and just play at an unbelievably high level. Didn't have to shoot the ball really well to have a good game because he did so many different things.
That's what I was gonna say. It's one thing about Larry Bird that made him so great. Like, don't get me wrong, like you said, great shooter. Like, probably one of the best shooters ever. But he's one of those players where if he was having a bad shooting game, he still did so much other stuff. Like, he rebounded. He, got steals. He was diving on the ground. Like, he was doing all this other stuff to kind of substitute when he wasn't shooting good. Because them type of things you can always do in a game. You can always play hard. You can always, share the ball. You can always do certain things on the court that you will always be able to do no matter what. Even if you're, not making your 3-pointers. So that's the stuff that Larry Bird always did. And I think that's why he's one of the, the best ever. One of the best ever because of that. So keep that in mind when you're on the court. You might not always shoot
that not
good.
only would he talk shit to you, but he would tell you what he's going to do to you on the court. He's like, I'm going to shoot this from here. Boom. Oh, now I'm going to get, I'm going to bust your ass here. Larry Bird, of all people, you would think. But nah, he was the truth.
Let me tell you something. People always talk about great basketball players, and they don't never mention him to be up in that round when they made the Magics, the Jordans, the Kobe's, and stuff like that. But Larry Bird was cold. I don't think nobody ever could get out with him. You ask Magic. That's why Magic had a run, and he was mad when he had to retire in '92 because of what he was going to be missing with Larry Bird.
Now, the next story that we're going to take a look at is actually pretty funny, and it is by Sir Charles Barkley. Let's have a look.
Bird didn't talk trash to you.
Oh my God, Bird talked trash to everybody.
But didn't he? Did he get to a point where he had respect for you?
I always tell this story about Larry Bird. I remember him, he was cursing under his breath. And I asked him, I said, Larry, what's going on with you? He says, you guys are being disrespectful to me. And I says, what are you talking about? He says, you guys are putting a white guy on me. That's disrespectful.
Wait, who's the white guy you put on him?
I can't remember who it was. I just started laughing. I had no comeback. But he says, it's disrespectful when y'all put a white guy on.
Larry broke into the league. Look at me.
He was white.
Had a strong first year. So I knew that I'm teaming up with someone that was franchise changing.
Great passer.
This guy.
That's another thing. Super good passer. I put on my I think I put on my Instagram story the other day who was a better passer out of Larry Bird or LeBron James. And it's tough. You probably always think LeBron is such a great passer, but Larry Bird was a super great passer too.
Play basketball, seeing him come in and making the adjustment early, taking a team that had won 20 games the year before. And the next year, they're 40 plus, and the next year they're 60 plus.
When Bird was at Indiana State, and the first time we really got a chance to see him play on television, Indiana State played Bradley, and then fast forward, then they played DePaul, and Mark Aguirre, Terry Cummins, Teddy Grubbs on that team, and Larry Bird just he does this thing, and then of course they went on and they played Magic at Michigan State. But Bird was one of the greatest shooters, champions, competitors to ever play in our game.
You now join Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain as the only players in the 40-year history of the NBA to win the league's MVP award 3 years in a row.
I'm really proud to receive this award for the third time, but I really don't feel that my career is over. I think I can win it some more.
Nobody worked as hard as Larry. He was the first guy there. He was the
Larry Bird is the all-around dog.
All-around dog. Like I said, like the same way with you. Like I thought he was just a shooter. Like I thought, he was just a great shooter. But all these legends is like, no, he was the greatest competitor. He was the greatest, tough player. Like he did so much on the court, to win. I think he won 3 championships. So if you win 3 championships, that's good. That's good. I mean, you're not out there just playing just to play. Like you're playing to win, and that's the most important part.
Last guy to leave, he wore that body out with the jumpers and the running and the movement and the concentration.
You don't know Bill Watt, y'all.
The discipline and the sacrifice. He had it all. He wanted the light on him. He wanted the focus, and he wanted that ball. And if it ever got to the point where Casey Jones, a coach who we just loved and would do anything for, if Casey would ever call somebody else's play, Larry would just say, no. I'm shooting this ball, and he would.
2 seconds on the shot clock. Bird wants a 3 out of it.
The one I really hated to guard was Larry Bird. He was not a nice guy. Matter of fact, there was one game in Cleveland where he was having a pretty rough first half, and in the old days in Cleveland, you walked off the court the same way at halftime, and I kind of puffed up on him and walked beside him and was like, yeah, you're 1 for 10. I was like, that's defense, and he just kind of looked at me and said, "There's two halves." And he came back out and hit about 10 in a row on me, and the last one was left-handed. And he asked me if my mother was watching because he wanted to embarrass me. So.
He said that. He said in the first half, this player right here, I don't even know who that is. Write in the comments who this is right here. I'm not too sure who that is, but he said in the first half, Larry Bird was playing bad. You know, he wasn't shooting that good. Yeah. And then when they was going into halftime, he was like, "You 1 for 10, Larry Bird. Like, you ain't. Oh, that's defense." And Larry Bird was like, "You know, it's two halves, right?" And he said when they came back out, Larry Bird scored 10 straight buckets on him. And they asked him, was his mama watching? That's so disrespectful, man. That's so disrespectful.
Larry Bird was just a dog like that. He could do that.
He could. And that's what made him so good was he was like so confident in himself.
He could back up everything he said.
Exactly. You know, it's a lot of players out here who, you know, talk smack but can't back it up. But Larry Bird was one of the people who could back it up. And that's why they say he's also one of the greatest trash talkers of all time, too.
Is Larry Bird satisfied now at this point in his career? As of right now, I am. I know I got a lot of work to do this summer, but one thing we did this year is play hard. I get a charge when I tell someone on the opposing team that I won't hit the last second shot and do it. That's when
he was clutch.
Larry's open. 1, 3.
I remember the Portland game. I think it was Super Bowl Sunday. They were playing Portland Trail Blazers. He had like 52 points or something like that. He was down 3. He's a remarkable, crazy 3-point shot. He was leaning. And I was like, there's no way he's going to hit the shot.
DJ again to make the inbound pass. The double team and Bird. Larry, fake, fall away.
That's tough. That's so tough.
He's leaning, falling, gets his 3-point. I'm like, this guy's amazing.
One thing I do remember now, this is practice, is I'm making a backdoor cut, and Larry actually spun the ball. Like, I had never dreamed of spinning the ball. He back spun the ball, bounced out in front of me. I about pulled a hamstring because I thought the damn ball was going out of bounds. It popped back up and it hit me in my hands. He just said, "You get open, I'll hit you." And I went like, "Ooh, okay then." I was like, and that I do remember because I remember thinking, I'm going to try that spin pass. I tried it once and said, I'm not doing that ever again. Like, I threw it out of bounds.
Off of the ball. Back to Larry Bird.
Yes.
McHale was open on that left side. I didn't think Bird saw it. He did.
He'll take it to the hoop. He can bet. He'll try to draw foul. It's blocked.
He's blocked it. Oh, this is the steal right here. This is the steal against Isaiah Thomas.
In the call. They're going to give the ball to Detroit.
And the Pistons.
Wow. Got the steal.
Wow.
Side story. You're a Detroit Pistons fan.
Yep.
That's because Detroit is like 45 minutes from our hometown, which is Toledo, Ohio. Tell the subscribers why Detroit is your favorite team.
Detroit Pistons are my favorite team because that was my first NBA game I ever went to.
Okay. And I think that's a solid reason. Let me know in the comments if anybody out there favorite team is the first NBA game you went to. Because I feel like that should be a lot of people's reason. That's a good enough reason to make that your favorite team.
I think we were playing in Hartford, and we up 1, and we come out of the huddle, and Bird looks at me, and Kent Benson is guarding Bird, and Bird looks at me, and he goes, "He's got no shot," and he says it right to Benson as he was standing there, right? And sure enough, he gets it in on the left side of the court, takes it down to the baseline.
Here's Dennis, gets it into Bird. Larry, a runner.
He caught it out. Told the man that was guarding he had no shot.
Knocks it down, they win by 1. He walks off, he goes, "I told you, you can't put him on me." He said, "You better get somebody else who can guard."
You know, Larry Bird really is my guy. Next to Michael Jordan, he's my favorite player of all time. And the older I get, the more appreciative I get of his game. I mean, this guy was a 3-time consecutive MVP, which is unheard of, and being so damn good without having the athleticism is just mind-boggling. And for all of you who didn't watch Larry Bird when he was playing back in the days, it's really, really great to go on YouTube and check out some of his documentaries to see where the guy's actually coming from and his work ethic and everything. So I can really recommend to you guys, if you got some spare time, check out some documentaries about Larry Bird. So that was it for today's episode. If you enjoyed the content, please leave a like, and even more important, please subscribe to the channel, because that helps me to grow the show. Anyway, see you next time on the Basketball Time Machine.
Shout out to you, Sean David. Good video. That was a very, very good video. What do you think you learned about Larry Bird now that you didn't know before that video?
Larry Bird he's an all-around dog. Defensively, offensively.
For sure, exactly. I mean, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Because I want to keep talking about how, like, you know, without watching him, all you think about is Larry Bird's a great shooter. Like, that's just all you kind of think about. But when you watch that, you start watching his highlights, you're like, dang, like, he really was, you know, more than that. And that's why some people, I mean, I personally don't have him as the greatest player ever. But there's some people in these comments that's going to say Larry Bird is the best player of all time.
Probably.
He's probably top 5, top 10 all time, you know, maybe.
Yeah,
but
somewhere around there.
Somewhere around there. But I appreciate y'all for watching this video. We got more videos to get through. But like I said, I appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if y'all haven't already. Make sure y'all like this video if y'all like this video. And go ahead and write something in the comments. Write what other videos y'all want me to react to. But we out.